Hello again, traders. Right, I took this BTC short. It's only demo, and even then, I still use tiny position sizes on these particular trades. Don't know why, but I guess it's about trading how you would in a real life environment, which I always talk about. So anyway, this was quite an unusual trade because I did actually do a deep dive into the three candle reversals in order to take this trade because it was a little bit confusing, I have to admit. And you know, when that happens, then I get back on the old 3CR and get back to basics, as it were. So let's clear this all down to as near as a clean chart as I can get. In fact, we'll just delete a load of indicators, do it that way. So first off, we get rid of Dean's lines. Apologies if this, just skip this part or whatever. But you know, as I always say to traders, if you're not prepared to do the real in-depth work, then forget it anyway. So got rid of them, and we can get rid of we can minimize these things. And there and there. Apologies for all of this, guys. So I could get rid of a load of objects too, but shall I bother? Yeah, why not? Just wanted to do this live because I wanted to see what the process is. I don't need a clean chart, but I do, you know, it makes sense. So let's get rid of a few of these as well. This was all analysis this morning. Clean the chart up a bit. Get rid of a few indicators. That one. And what else? Bollingers, might as well get rid of them. And daily lines. Sorry for this, guys, but this is what I you can skip over this, fast forward or whatever. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I think I might need to change my mouse battery. Right, so basically, when I started looking at this and analysing it on this H1 chart this morning, that would have been good. And potential longs here. Well, this is the new day, so we could see it drop down behind there. So shorts were pretty much order of the day today. But as I said to you, it was a little bit confusing. I mean, yesterday it was easy because I had a green D1 and a red was crashing. Now today is easy as well because we are below the open line of today's red D, or the close line should I say, of today's red D1, yesterday's red D1. So very highly likely it would continue down, which as you can see it is now. I did actually close my partial demo trade as I would if it was a real trade at about 7,000, I think. But we've got this going on as well. And as mentioned yesterday, oh, we won't bring that into it, but we'll look at the 3CRs. So there's no D1 3CR on here, but there was an H4 3CR down, or sorry, there was an H4 3CR. The H4 3CR actually failed up. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry. It's a long while since I actually did analyze this. So we can see that was the level that needed closing, and that was probably what that yellow level was actually. So you can see we didn't H4 up. Let's get rid of that too, so it clarifies what we're looking at. Bear with me, people, it will be worth the effort. So that's the penultimate low, that's the ultimate low, and we needed to close above the penultimate high, which would have been a H4 3CR up, then potentially a pull down, and then a pull continuation. So as you can see, H4 told me we should be going short, and I looked at D1, and D1 was a little bit divergent, I think, but I won't go, well, I need to do that actually on the TMA, because it would have been taken into account in my analysis for the short trade. Come on. Come on. Stop messing me about. You've probably got yourself knickers in a knot now. Well, you can get rid of that. One less indicator to worry about. Let's see if we can pull this up now. There. So, as you can see, we were divergent. There. And there. So, it was looking pretty bearish anyway. And then, because the H4 failed to 3CR up, then all we do, based on my 3CR rules, is check the lower time frames. And as you can see at this point, let's put the vertical on. This is very important because this was how I, literally how I got this trade this morning. Doesn't matter whether it's a demo on BTC or a long-term, deeper analysis on one of the trades I take at the week, on the week. So that's the failed 3CR up. That's the new candle down. Let's see what happened on that on the H1. So no 3CR down. Then we had a rally to the long side. And then, as you can see, we 3CR down. And then look what happened. Price absolutely collapsed. This rally tells me that, without getting into too much 3CR detail, that this pullback long was going to be fairly weak because all the additional sell orders were added at a higher price here by the guys that want to make money. I mean, BlackRock are the name of the game at the moment with BTC, and they will be manipulating the FUCK out of it. I'm telling you. I just feel sorry for people that actually long-term BTC, because I was thinking about this morning. Any long-term fundamental analysis, so if you're trading BTC or gold or uranium or silver or whatever, it will drive me insane because it is all smoke and mirrors. The whole of the financial industry has changed over the years I've been involved in it, and honestly, I don't want to waste a second of my life wondering what the hell might happen on BTC or all the other guys. Even this, if you are clever enough to be able to do that, there are guys, like what was it, XRP, gone to the moon. I mean, I'm not interested. Just not interested. I don't miss it. I don't feel like I'm missing out on something, because the reward of all that brain power and stress and sleepless nights and wondering and then getting it wrong, or being in a trade, long-term trade, and it's going up nicely, should I get out, should I stay in? Why bother? You don't need to. If you don't need to do something, it's something I identified really early on in my trading. If you don't need to worry about something, forget it. Put it out of your mind. Go and do something else more interesting. Golf, swimming, boating, sailing, whatever. So, sorry for that little preach, but back to this. So I didn't even have to really wait for H1, because if M30 had 3CR'd up, which is what it did there, then all I have to wait for is that M30 to be cancelled out. But it is important to remember to wait for that. That was the rules I built for myself. So that is the penultimate low, ultimate low, and the reversal looks like it happened on this one. Not quite sure why Aaron's indicator didn't pick this for us. It'll be my fault. My settings are wrong. But there's only 3 candles. There's the penultimate, the ultimate, and then the one that closes above it. Well, it wasn't till here by the looks of it, but this may well have opened higher, which I would consider to be a 3CR up. So let's have a look at that level. That level there is, I don't make any apologies actually for all this long video. You know my thoughts on it. So 315.04. So this one opened at 310. Actually, so I'm wrong. So this didn't 3CR up here or open higher, which I would have considered a break of that resistance level, and it didn't actually break until then. As you can see, BTC is a beast, and that's another reason why I wouldn't trade it. It crashed for, you know, hundreds and hundreds of points, and then reversed on itself yet again. BlackRock loading up with sell orders, and then crashed again. Finally, 3CR down, and as I said, all of this accumulation, distribution, whatever you want to call it, is mostly over. They still managed to push it back up and test the 3CR low of the new 3CR down, and then really the safest place to enter this trade would have been the close using a lower time frame like M1 or M5 below the low of that, and then you pretty much know any buy orders have been absolutely wiped off the board. That's why I call the 3CR, multi-time frame 3CR, an exhaustion pattern. So that's it. I understand these things like in my sleep, and I thought it was wise to show you what I do. I still make losing trades, guys. I had a real problem working out to myself what this was going to do. My bias was based on that day and the divergence we talked about for the shorts, but it was not the easiest of shorts to identify. So yeah, this doesn't mean anything is take profit here. I need to remind you, because I used to post whenever I post, whether it's a demo trade, because I trade every trade the same way as I would live, whether it's a demo trade or a real trade, whenever I post my charts, I am 99% flat. Simple as that. If ever you see a chart on, or 99% of the time, the odd occasion, I've got into a trade quite early and I will post it earlier than I've had a chance to close a portion of it, the bigger portion. But that's it. I'm off topic again. This trade was found using the basic 3CR, and that basic 3CR really needs to be understood properly so that you can benefit from these harder to identify trades. But everything is an improvement. This is an improvement. That was an improvement on the 3CR in terms of, for me, making money. The RSI was the next improvement, and then the TMA. Then I finally added the MACD. People complained at the time, but I find it, you know, I couldn't take it off now because I'm so used. I couldn't take this off now, very unlikely anyway. Couldn't take this off because that helps me with timing multi-time frame candle closes. Couldn't take this off. I doubt it very much, unless I manage to work out a far better way that eradicates this, but it's highly unlikely too, I think. So that's an explanation. Sorry it's a bit long-winded, as I say, but have a great Sunday. I'm cooking my Sunday lunch and looking forward to traveling. Not long now. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.